Hi y'all, I'm Chase. This is my 2021 Harley-Davidson Pan America Special, affectionately known as Wichita. And well, today we're going to talk about, well, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and that pretty much means take the chance. You know, I rode dirt bikes when I was in my teens, but I mean, besides taking the dirt bikes on the road illegally, oops, I had never taken a bike on the road until I got my my first bike, which was a Sportster 883, and man, I didn't get that till I was like 30. And I know it doesn't seem like too long, you know. I think the last time I'd ridden before that was like 16, so you're talking about 14 years of not riding. Man, 14 years of no riding, I was rusty. But I was determined and stubborn. Man, am I stubborn. Even after getting into a wreck, I was not going to be stopped. You know, after the wreck, I sat there in a chair, and man, I was messed up bad. A woman had pulled out in front of me, and well, let's just say my bike did some somersaulting. I did too. You know, that ground sky, ground sky, ground sky, ground sky, that kind of thing. Yeah, that. So, even hurt though, I wasn't going to be stopped. That first ride, it's beyond exciting. Let's say. You know, I think I've said it before, and I've seen other guys say it. Guys that fly planes and stuff. It's about as close as you can get to actually flying. So, when I say to just, you know, take the chance, I mean that. You know, go out and get the bike. Will it kill you? Hell, maybe. But you can get killed walking your doggy. I mean, there's so many variables in life, and so many bad things can happen. You have no idea. I mean, I would have never thought my brother would be murdered in a million years. Yet that's what happened. Here's a good example. I'm laying in bed, watching TV. It's getting near dusk, and I can hear some gunshots still. Not really supposed to be shooting after dark. At least, I don't know if it's the law, but I know that it's a faux pas. And, well, there were still some shots ringing out. As I'm laying there, I hear a bullet come crashing through my front living room window. Now that scares the ever-loving crap out of me, my dogs, and, well, it was scary. I had a recliner, an old recliner, sitting near that window. The bullet struck that recliner. Now, if it had been a newer recliner, or, I don't know, a less well-made recliner, it was an old Lazy Boy, I think, it had a steel frame in the back. That bullet hit the steel frame, put a pretty good sized dent and hole into it, but the steel frame actually stopped the bullet. The sheriff comes in, takes a look. He goes out and finds the guys that did it. They apologize, of course. Man, they were beyond sorry. I mean, I live out here in the boonies, you know, and I'm, you know, like I said, I'm one of those guys that, you know, I've come to the conclusion in all the years that I've lived on this planet that shit happens. You know, everybody isn't out to get you. Sometimes you just got bad luck. And I think it was my last video where we talked about my bad luck. Boy, she just gets up to speed so fast. But anyways, the cop comes over. He has some little stick thing with him and shoves it through. Now, he looks at the bullet. He doesn't know what it is. I can tell right away what it is. I've been around guns my whole life. It was a 7.62 by 3.9. Steel core, way too small, not long enough to be 308, or 7.62 by 51. A little bit shorter, you could just tell. So, it's literally, it fell out of the chair, and it's laying on the floor. The cop puts this stick in the window, and it goes through the window and through my through my screen, and then through the other window. And then he goes outside and looks. He says, well, hell, son, thank God no one was laying in that bed over there. My bedroom is literally off the living room where that bullet came in. I was laying in bed. Looking at where the bullet came in and where it hit the chair, it would have probably struck me somewhere around just above my hip on the left side, and then probably exited through my shoulder. I'd be dead. I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere, if you can't tell. I mean, this is nowhere. The closest hospital is about 25 to 30 minutes away. So, yeah, I'd be dead. It was that point in time, I had kind of, I don't know, I had been in real bad shape after my accident. I wanted to ride again, but man, I was just in such bad shape. It was right then. I realized that, I mean, even with my brother being murdered and all the bad shit that's happened, I realized then, you know, man, I could have just died. Laying in bed, doing nothing. And what would they have said? Well, you know, I mean, I thought about, you know, what would I be remembered for? And I mean, getting hurt on a motorcycle accident, not getting hurt and then getting back on motorcycles, or making YouTube videos, or, okay, he was a decent mechanic. I mean, he drove truck really well. He was always on time. He was one of those guys, yeah. I was going to be remembered for nothing. I wasn't going to be remembered at all. Yeah, a few friends and family, and I don't know. I'm one of those people that people will walk up to me and say, hey, how you doing? And they obviously know me. I'm really bad with names, and I'm almost equally as bad with faces. I hate to say this, but it's just the way I am. I don't know if I'm face blind or I don't know. I remember numbers really well. It's weird. Faces, names, anyways, I wouldn't have been remembered for anything. It made me think about my brother. My brother, I mean, he was at least remembered for going over and fighting the war on terror. I mean, I've got to thank you from the President of the United States hanging on my wall for that. Even though he was murdered here in the United States, not overseas. But anyways, you know, it seemed, I don't know, like it was, like, what did I have? I didn't have anything. I didn't have any hobbies, really. I mean, I play video games a little bit. I like collecting knives, you know, folders and stuff like that, but really, I didn't really have a hobby that, I don't know, would give me the enjoyment that riding had given me. So, even though I'd gotten rid of all my bikes, it was kind of, what's that word? Kismet. Or a coincidence. Or just plain dumb, not really good luck. Just mediocre luck, let's call it. My brother was selling his Sportster, which he had thrashed mercilessly. I bought it. It was a 1200, and that's where I got started again. And the first thing I had to do was ride it up my road, which I had not done in a few years, and that was terrifying. Everybody's seen my road. You've seen it at the beginning of this video. It's not something you want to take a non-traction controlled bike up. It's not something you want to take anything with a twitchy throttle. It is not something you want to take a cruiser up. But I did it anyways, because I was determined. You have no idea how long you have on this planet. None. And regardless of what anybody says, you don't know what comes after. Now, do you believe in heaven or in hell and all that stuff? I do. But most people will say, I don't know. And I can't believe that we're all here to just suffer, to just work until we drop, to never have any fun, to never do anything that you want. So, I say, go out and get the bike. You're not waiting for any reason. You're scared or maybe I don't know, apprehensive. Just go out and take a class. I think you can actually go to the Harley-Davidson, classes, and you don't even have to have a bike. You don't even have to buy a bike. Just go out and try those classes. It's real cheap. You don't have to get a bike first. Just go out and try the class. Take a riding course. If you drop their bikes, if you mess up their bikes, that's what they're for. They expect you to do that. Go out, take that course, and get some experience. Now after that, if you didn't like it, if it didn't thrill you, then don't get a bike. Maybe it wasn't for you all along. But if you're willing to go and try at least the rider safety course, I kind of feel like you know what you want to do. You know you want to get a motorcycle. And I don't think I've ever met anyone that got a motorcycle or took a rider safety course that didn't love it. Now, there are people that get it and that will say, all right, I love this, but I feel like it's too dangerous for me. Hey, for some people, that's life. Some people, they like race cars. They want to go 300 miles an hour on a drag strip. Some people want to fly airplanes. Hell, some people want to fly old biplanes. I mean, awesome. How cool would that be to fly an old World War I biplane? Oh man, that'd be sweet. Or World War II planes, or they fly jets. I mean, helicopters. And all these things are dangerous. Hell, like I said, there's that from heat that you can get killed going out and walking your doggy. So, but I guess that's it. Let me know what you guys think. What got you into motorcycling? What finally pushed you to say, all right, damn it, I'm going to do it? Also, like and subscribe. That stuff helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for watching, guys and gals. I know there are very few women that watch this channel, but that is okay. I appreciate every one of you. And men, of course I appreciate you because, well, we're the same. Stay stubborn out there, guys. Keep getting back on the horse. Bye, y'all.